All right, what's good, y'all? So today we're doing back and shoulders, and so you guys understand what my training is like right now. I'm doing a lot of cardio between bike and the track and things like that. So you guys are not seeing like in my normal workouts that you guys would have been accustomed to seeing maybe like three or more weeks ago. So it's a little bit different. These workouts are a little bit more boring because again, we're trying to lose a significant amount of weight right now. So the workout's a little bit more strategic because I'm working with a little bit less energy. So anyway, so you guys noticed that my last couple posts, they're a little bit different, a little bit different. But anyways, that's that. But anyways, we're starting to drop some weight, starting to get diet, like we're starting to lean out. And once that gets to a point where I think is where I want to be, then I'll start to show you guys what's, like how the cut's been going. But till then, yeah, anyway, so we're starting off with pull-ups. So we're gonna be doing band pull-up parts, and I'm gonna superset with 4 pull-up variation. We're going wide, pronated, supinated, and then neutral grip. And we're trying to do as many reps at each variation, but before each set, we're gonna pre-exhaust by doing some band pull-up parts to pre-exhaust that dominant upper back that likes to take over, so that way we can kind of bias the last a little bit more, all right? So that's what we're doing there. So I'm just using the heavy with 20 reps. And we're starting with wide grip pull-ups first because it's the hardest one. So we're going wide pronated, wide neutral, close pronated, and then supinated grip. Whew. All right. Let's go. Whew. So now we're doing neutral wide. And so, as well too, I'm not gonna be doing much barbell stuff for my back for the next little bit until I kind of get down too close, a little bit closer to my goal weight. I'm just sticking to cables. So, yeah, just a lot more isolation stuff. So the next most challenging, actually I should have done supinated wide last, but anyways, let's go. Whew. Yo. Whew. Whew. Last one's gonna be super nitty gritty. We're not quite there yet, but we're leaning out. We're getting there though, we're getting there. I'm taking my time with these pull-ups right now, man. Again, that deficit's crazy right now, so that brain fog is a little bit wild. I think I got some EAs. I think I'm gonna start drinking some from now so I can survive the rest of my workout. Anyways, let's go. Couldn't do it anymore. I'm gonna max this machine out. All right, at 300. Let's see how it goes. My back is demolished right now from those pull-ups. Y'all think I can get this? Oh, my back. Yo, yo, that's a lot of pulling on my back. Like in a good way, in a good way. My back was cramping up from the first set. Okay, that's good though, that's good, that's good. Oh my God. Yeah, so the goal here, while we're in this deficit for the next little bit, is to prioritize a lot of cables and machines. Like, well, the little machine I got in my gym right now, right? So, because the track and doing sprint work is very taxing on the system. So I need to find ways to keep the workouts in the gym efficient, without, so that, the quality of my workout doesn't get compromised due to that excess fatigue from all the sprints and stuff like that. And cables is a good way for me to consistently push myself and isolate those muscles while keeping the stress on the system a little bit lower when it comes to hitting the weights, right? So that's the goal there, and that's how you guys are gonna see me doing a lot of cables, a lot of different cable variations and things like that, all right? But yeah, we're gonna do 3 more sets of 8 there. All right, our first set was something else, man. Getting our set of 8 here. Wow. Oh. 2 more set here, and then we're gonna do some incline lat pull down like what we did last week. And after that, those incline lat pull down, so I wanna hit my major lift for my lats, and then save my accessory movements, accessory movements for my lats after I do my shoulder press. Because we're still doing shoulders. Okay. Was that number 3? I think that was 3. I got one more. Holy crap. Ooh. I started seeing stars after that one. But a stretch that's taking place in my back, holy. Because even though I'm going heavy, I'm still making sure I get a good stretch, because that's where some of you guys usually mess up when you do rows, when you go heavy, is that you guys don't know how to still use those back muscles. You guys use a lot of your lower back and a lot of swinging. But I'm swinging a little bit on the initial pull, but then I'm really focusing on staying upright and just thinking about getting those elbows back. And on the way out, I'm still controlling that stretch. As you guys can see, my back muscles like literally popping out my shirt on that stretch, right? I'm still going into a nice stretch to allow those scapulars to go into protraction, because that's how you ensure you get a good stretch in your lats, all right? So, yeah, that's usually where you guys lose out a little bit when you go heavier, right? So, because if you're going heavy and you can't control the stretch, especially with the back, because some of you guys have a hard time working your back because you can't see it, so you have to focus on visualization and just feeling the muscles work. So, being able to control the weight and allow the shoulders to go into protraction so you can get a good deep stretch is so key if you're someone that back is lacking development, or you can't feel your back working as much as you can, let's say your bicep or something like that, right? So yeah. All right, let's dig in here. Actually, what I said I was gonna do my lat pull down first, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do my overhead shoulder press and then superset my lat pull down with lateral raises. So I'm going, no, excuse me, my standing barbell press. After that, then I'm going to superset the lat pull downs with lateral raises and then go from there. I got 7, but that was good. Like I said, I can really feel that stretch. I can really feel my back just opening up. All right, so that was proper. Okay, so we just have 185 on the bar, so we can get 3 or 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps, all right? I think that's a good number to strive for. These are going surprisingly smooth than I thought they would, especially because I haven't done these in a while. I thought these would give me a little bit more resistance, but no, they're not bad so far. The only thing is that my one wrist is still being super annoying, but I'm trying to grind through it. Okay, I wonder if I can squeeze out 10 here. I wonder. All right, let's mess around and find out. Oh. Give me a second. Some rest pause action. See if we can squeeze out 3 more. It didn't happen. That's okay though. Whew. We're gonna get into a chest support that I pulled down now. I'm gonna superset those with some lateral raises. In 30s, now we got 20 reps. That superset's next level. We're gonna run it back twice. Yo, what I like about this variation right here, it takes the leg drive out of it, right? So what it forces you to do, it forces a lot more isolation in your lats, and it forces you to create a lot more total body tension, which overall is good. And because you can't use leg drive, it's a lot more just strict on your lats. So you can't go as heavy, but it's a lot more isolating because you can't use your legs to get an extra leverage. So that's why I like it. So, you know, if you do this properly, you'll feel really great in your lats. But like I said, it's not meant for you to go heavy. It's meant for you to get a good stretch and a good squeeze, completely isolating the lats, taking away that leg drive as much as possible. So that's why I really like these right here. Whew. Ooh, my hamstrings are tight. Seven more. Seven. So we got one more of the superset. Then we're gonna do some lion cable upright rows. No, straight arm pull downs with rope straight arm pull downs. Then we're gonna superset with some cable upright rows. And then we'll touch your rig out a little bit, and then that's it. Damn. Oh, nope. Back is starting to take shape nicely. Those muscle bellies, can't talk. Those muscle bellies are starting to look more 3D. That's dope. Whew. And the thing for someone like myself as well too, I put on muscle so easily. I put on weight easily as well too. But for me to lose weight, because I have so much muscle mass, on the way to losing weight, I have to sacrifice losing some muscle mass as well too. So that's why it's so tough for me, because the majority of what I have to lose is muscle mass in order for me to lose weight. So it's tough. So it makes the caloric deficit that I have to be in and the amount of cardio I have to do that much more. So that's why some of the ways I do things, that's why it might be unconventional to some of you guys, but it's because the way right now, how lean I am is a lot of people's cut or how lean they're aspiring to be. But for me, this is like close to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Excuse me. So that's why for me, like the road to kind of dropping weight is so rigorous for me. Cause right now, though, I'm looking slimmer, which is great, right? But the scale only moved by like 2 pounds. But obviously my body composition is changing. But like I said, it's because I have so much muscle mass to lose, it's going to be so much harder for the number on the scale to actually move. So that's what makes this so much tougher. So when I'm explaining to you guys all these things that I'm doing, understand it's because it's not a lot of fat that I have to burn. It's muscle mass, right? So, and I'm also trying to, anyways, so you guys get whatever. That's the point. Anyways, let's go. Those last couple reps are sloppy, but whatever. Okay, 15 reps here. Yeah, so for our work today, we're going to be focusing on obliques because most of the week this week, we've been focusing on a lot of like lower abs, upper abs. but we haven't touched our obliques yet. And I don't like to overwork my obliques when I do abs. I'll explain why once I get to my ab work though. But anyways, let's go here. But the reason why I like these upright rows as well too is because they not only do they hit the lateral delts, they also hit the front delts and your traps as well too. Come on. I hit a wall. I need to get 3 more. Damn. Damn. Those are tough. Let's go. Okay. Oh. I realistically don't even need to work my right delts right now, but let's do some quick face pulls here. Last set of face pulls here. Just 2 sets of 15. All right, so guys, I work, and we're just doing 2 exercises. We're going to superset these movements. So we're going to be doing some cable side bends, superset with some adductor squeeze, Russian twist, 50 reps. So 50, 20 each side, 3 sets. And I know some of you guys, when it comes to side bends and things like that, I know, you guys have all heard that if you want to get your waist to be smaller, then obviously doing side bends is not the best thing because it makes it bulkier. But I disagree. It depends on how. And not overly, but I think there's some wiggle room because I've done side bends over years, because when I'm at my leanest, my waist goes from like a 36, 37 down to like a 30. And I still do side bends, you know what I'm saying? I still do my oblique work and stuff like that. But the way I'm doing these, I'm keeping the weight at a weight where I can control, but it's more so a weight. This is gonna sound weird because it's what you should be doing anyways. But when I'm doing my side bends, I'm pretending the weight's not there, and I'm just thinking about just crunching. We're just trying to get some conditioning, in those obliques, just to help accentuate the shape a little bit. So we don't want it to be too heavy. We want to keep it a nice, decent lightweight, where we can move fluidly, get a good stretch, and get a good squeeze. But again, with that squeeze, we're thinking about really crunching, right? So it's not necessarily the weight that's adding more of the tension on the obliques. It's more so the active tension that you're creating yourself. And I think that's the best way to work your obliques without getting them too bulky, so you can still get that definition and get that good shape. Now obviously doing this and then with the Russian twist is a good combination to really help, right? Work the internal and external obliques together to really help with that shape and that tying with your V-line, right? When you're nice and cut. So that's how we're doing that here. All right. This is my second set. I did 1 set already. So I'm just gonna be here. I'm just thinking about actively squeezing, crunching. Feels super nice, super nice. A lot of condition. A Russian twist. So the reason why I'm using this foam roller to squeeze is that it helps to create stability at the pelvis and the hips. So it allows those obliques to take over a lot more. Because a lot of times when you guys do Russian twist, your legs are swinging and moving all over the place. And when that happens is that you start to put more stress on your hip flexors and your quads instead of the obliques. So doing this, where you can create some stability in around the hip region, allow you to get much better rotation and much more emphasis on those obliques. Try and get 50 reps here. We're gonna use rest pause if we need to. Whew, that burns. 20 more. I'm only going to show you guys 1 set. I got 1 more set after this. I did 1 before. So 3 sets, 20 each side, and then 50 here. 20 more. Yo, I'm telling y'all, your obliques after this, that's my second set, and they're on fire. Like I said, we're not trying to grow the obliques. We're just trying to get some conditioning in there. More so endurance. So we don't build, we're just trying to shape it. And this is a good combination to do that, if you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it. I'm gonna do one more set, but yeah, guys, you guys get the idea. You guys are gonna see a much more workout like this, much more ab work, right? And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And if you guys wanna train with me, just holler at me, I got you. All right, we out.